Okay. So I'm recording ahead so we can have the verbiage. While everyone is feeling nice and light vibration and airy, this is a great time to just tap into dimensions and realities. You don't need to go for a walk for this, but it can be when you're doing any activity that you enjoy doing. But the purpose of this is we don't always want to sit when we meditate. That's a good way to feel really physically ill after a short time. There are activities that we do in this life that we have done in past lives. So they talk about muscle memory. The act of doing an activity is a great way to tap into a previous life through that activity. They say find common interests and then you build a friendship. I can guarantee we've all had lives where we have gone for walks under trees on a beautiful day. So what you do is while you're taking a walk, forget about you in this life. Open up your mind and just let whatever comes through come through. What often will start is you might think of Laura Ingalls Wilder, Little House in the Big Woods, or you might think about a movie or a story your grandparents told you. Whatever comes in, let it come in. Don't worry about what it is. And let it just grow and take you wherever the meandering takes you. So at this moment now, let's just let your crown be open and enjoy the beauty of the environment around us. Listen to the birds singing. Be aware of all the chipmunks and squirrels and all the fun little nature animals around. Be aware that in this life and many lives past, you've been in this situation. And say, I wonder, when was I walking through the woods in another life? Where were these woods? And what was my life like? And then just relax and see what comes in. So we will do that now. Remember to keep the top of your head relaxed and your feet well connected to earth. You're really in there. So when we get to the top of the circle, let's have a little share of just what came through. So did anyone receive anything whatsoever?
Just now or before?
Just now on this walk.
I received an image.
Yeah.
Gandhi walking. Just with his, I don't know what you call it. No shirt or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I just felt I wasn't walking the same way I usually walk in my life currently. It's just different walking strand.
Excellent. Excellent. You see, so you got that little flash and a connection. So now another time when you go to do a meditation to connect, you have someone you already feel consciously a connection to. You can call that person to you and say, who was I in this life? Because I guarantee this is the life that feels connected to you in this life.
I've seen his image in other meditations before.
Excellent. Yeah. Anyone get anything?
All I get is that for me it's energy. It's not images.
Mm-hmm.
It's energy, and I have to learn about that energy, that shift in energy, swirls, straight lines, light.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of the message I'm getting.
And that's good. That's good. So you got a message, an actionable message with some homework, and there's a connection there that you will be able to explore at some point. Debbie, did you get anything?
I didn't, it was just noticing that as we were walking, it was darker when we started, of course, and then coming in the lights, so I was just getting an image of you're opening up.
Excellent.
I was still kind of trying to think about what, but that's the gist of it.
See, that's great. You got a message and an affirmation or a confirmation. That's you got like your higher self is like giving you a thumbs up. That's awesome.
Yeah, because at first it was just I was noticing like, well, yeah, there were more trees down there, and now there's less trees, but then it was more.
Mm-hmm. That's good. And Ursi, did you get anything?
Well, I was thinking, walking up the hill when you were a little child, and we called this the top of the world. I said, it's good at the top of the world. And this always is a magical place for Bonita and me because it's the top of the world.
Yeah, I thought this was the top of the world. And that's like higher than the top of the world.
There weren't a lot of houses then.
No. And Katina, did you have anything?
It's been a while. So like I used to be out in nature quite a bit, and I just haven't done that for several years. And it's just a real reminder that I need to do that. That it's really beneficial for me. It gives me a sense of peace to be able to do that. So it's a real reminder. Like, yeah, you need to go outside more. Like, be outside.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Feel that connection.
Excellent. And of course, this is something I've been doing for a long time. So, you know, like where this kind of thing can go. As we were walking along the hill, and I'm thinking, in what life did I go for a walk in the hill, in the woods? And the song from Fiddler on the Roof popped in my mind. Where is love? Where is love? You know, and I was like, well, that's weird. Okay, well, let's see where this goes. And of course, that song is about young girls who know they're going to be married by a matchmaker. They have no choice in whom they marry. And they're hoping for a love match. But they know that that's not really a big consideration in whom they'll end up with. So I'm like, okay, so where does this go? And I was like, oh, I saw this image of this girl and this boy walking in the woods together. And it was obvious that they were in love. But but I could hear her saying to him, you know, this can never be. You are only a tutor. And so I was like, oh, okay. So I had a life where I loved a man, he loved me, but, you know, I was going to fated to be married in a match-made match and not to someone I loved. And I asked, where is this? And they said, Krakow, Poland. Don't really know when. I guess like somewhere in the early 1800s or something like that. No, they said industrial age. I asked when, and I heard industrial. So just by going with these little impressions that come to us, things come more and more and more. Now, that life is really not one that I have a lot in common with. I didn't get the feeling, I felt like that life was showing itself just because I was asking for a life, and that's the one that came forward, not because there's any reason for us to work together in this life. And you get that feeling, you know, and of like the why and how is it connected. So if you practice this, again, the messages may not always be the past life. You know, but by opening yourself up in this way, you get messages from different elements of your friends and guardians and loved ones and higher self and angels that they want to get through to you. It's important for you to know these things. And so they take this opportunity to share it with you.
As I was walking, I felt the pain come in here. And it must be something.
Some old wound.
Yeah.
So you may have a past life that
something happened.
Yeah, and this is their way of like getting through to let you know that that's something to explore. Yes, it may have been that's how you died in a life, but so they need healing, or it may be that was like there was you know, however it is that this is injured or misformed, but as you connect with them, you'll learn why are they in this life. You know, because that might be just like an easy way to connect with you, but not the reason they're connecting with you. You never know until you connect. Yeah, but I get the feeling that was like, oh, they're telling me to shut up. You'll find out on your own. Okay. Okay.